Well, howdy everyone. I'm just going to get up my second phone here so that everyone can, I can read everyone's comments. Welcome. This is the first ever Reps with the Reacher Friday night. So, bear with me. I am going to get up my own, here we go, my own video, and hopefully I'll have the volume down. There we go. We're getting there. Alright. And here we go. Alright, so now I can see everyone in the chat. That is brilliant. Alright, so I'll be able to see the chat down here whilst everyone tunes in. Hey, Josh, how's it going, man? Reps with the Reacher Fridays. What is it? What's it about? So, basically every Friday, as much as I can, I'm going to try and do a Reps with the Reacher. I'm going to do a training session and invite everyone to come and join me if you can. If not, watch it later. Do a training session with me, or just come along and chat. So the plan here is I'm going to do 4 different exercises, 4 sets of each, 20 reps. So basically 80 reps of each exercise. So in total I'll do 320 reps whilst I'm chatting away and chin wagging. I'll update you on what's on the stack and stuff like that for each exercise. But what I'm doing today is I'm doing a double rolling handle cupping exercise. I'll do a pronated center table to offensive side, and then I am also doing wrist rise and downward supination whilst I'm going along. So, me. Am I coaching Jamie? No, I'm not, Josh. Not as of yet. If he wants to jump on, he is more than welcome to jump on to my training program and go from there. But no, we just train together every now and then at different, training sessions. So without further ado, let's jump into it and get some training done. Yeah. First, hydration. Right. Double rolling handle. And first off, yeah, man, I saw that I've got like 355 subs. Hey, it is what it is. I haven't got much content out there, so hey, go ahead and feel free to share if you really want me to get some more, dude. I think I'm pretty much at somewhere around 20 now. This is going to be really hard for me. I usually keep track of the reps I'm doing. I don't really care as long as I know that I've surpassed it. But yeah. How you going, Josh? How you feeling after the big weekend? Have you recovered from... that's the wrong band. There we go. Alright. That one needs to go around one more time. I think. Where was that one? That should. There we go. It's a little bit better. A little bit more tension there. Alright. I do have a second phone today, so I'll be able to keep up with what's going on as it's going on. Alright, so feel free to join in, jump in. Yeah. So, don't know if you can really see it that much, but basically trying to set up center of table, center of pad, like I would in a match. And then I just try and control the pin all the way down and then back up. But I'm just going to tip that back up. There we go. Alright. gets a burn going, guys. But yeah, this is reps for Reacher, reps with the Reacher on Fridays. I'm just doing a workout, guys. Feel free to jump in and chat with me. I've got a second phone with me today. I see that a couple of extra people have jumped in. Join me. Let's have a good old chin wag, and I'll do some training. If you want to join in, do some training wherever you are. Jump in and do it too. If you want to do the same as me, I'm doing a double rolling handle set, a controlled pronation set that I just finished, and then I'll also be doing wrist rise and supination that I'm about to jump in. So it's not too much for today. I spent a lot of time trying to set everything up. I am terrible with everything when it comes to technology, so it is what it is, really. I'm also terrible at getting this thing off. I need to work out an easier way to do it. Yeah, but how's everyone? I see we've got 5 people with us at the moment, and Josh is the only one commenting, so jump in. Oh, I didn't see that last one, Josh. Sorry, my bad. Good memory, right at 70s. I feel is ready to finish it. Nice. Well, hey, jump out there, dude. Find an opportunity and, grab it with your right arm. Alright. So, wrist rise. I like to half the time go either side of my knuckle. Kind of ends up being like a wrist rise with pronation, but I just like it more than just general wrist rise. So yeah, that's on cupping weight. That is not for pronation. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Do 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 do. Pew. That one and that one get off. That one. Alright. So now let's drop back to 12 kilos. Let's try and do some actual wrist rise. The one who pronates. Yeah, so me versus Dallas from Arm Wars comes out tomorrow. That's a very cheeky question. You'll find out. My prediction. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Oh gosh. So I'm doing 4 sets of each exercise. So 4 exercises, 4 sets, and then 20 reps. So jump in. Me it over the top. Felt pretty damn good left. I was really happy with how I went with Brett on my left arm. Like, being able to, do anything with him was just awesome. Usually, my left gets pretty ruined pretty damn fast, but the fact that I was able to do something might mean that my left's coming along somewhere. I'm not too sure. Alright. Alright. Damn. The chat ran away. Jeez. Hello everyone. Oh gosh. Yeah, right arm. I would have liked to do better in the overalls, but everyone has their good days and bad days, and I think just wasn't my day. I was aiming for the podium, and just didn't have it in me that day to get there. So props to everyone that did. it was bloody awesome. So yeah. Um, and on that note, Over the Top would not have been possible without the amazing work from everyone that put in so much effort on the day. And for the months leading up to it by like Tommy Glacier and Phil Rasmussen, who put in so much hard work. Yeah, props to them, because they worked their asses off and gave us once again one of the best tournaments that arm wrestling has seen. They just up their ante every time. They put on something massive, and they say it's going to be massive. It is. So, good on them. I was happy to be a part of it, and really, really honoured to be there. So, do I deliver pizza, Summer? No. I don't like pizza, so don't deliver it. Pronation through the thumb versus through the hand. What's more important in your opinion? I'm a thumb pronated guy, so everything to me is just rotating up. Yes, it's through the hand and a thing, but when I pronate, I'm focusing on my thumb coming out. So, yeah. No, I don't. Sorry, Summer. Chicken and camembert, that sounds like a different mixture of pizza, but hope you enjoy it. Can we fund for you to verse Mario again? No, I don't think you can. Not at the moment, Josh. And plus, like, I don't want to verse. Like, I don't want to go out of my way to verse the guys, that are already around me, and we support each other and everything like that. I want to aim to get those guys that I haven't beaten. It's inevitable that at a tournament, Mario and I will face. He's at nearly every tournament, and I'm going to try and get to more. But no, it's not my goal to verse Mario in a one-on-one anytime soon. Yeah, he's like a brother to me. So there was a photo taken by my partner of him and I, and I'm giving him tips for the finals. Saying you need to make sure you're setting up right for Big Matt, and don't get psyched out by Ryan. It's only Ryan. You can beat him. You've done it before and stuff like that. And I'm just there. I'm just there for guys that I care about in the sport and stuff like that. So yeah. Right. I don't think Mario delivers pizza, but I think he does some kind of delivery, Summer. So who's my desired opponent? After the weekend, in the overalls, I got a win on Brett Coots, someone who I've been chasing for close to 6 years. I was really happy with that outcome. And afterwards, Brett asked me, do you count that as a win? And I have to say no, because Brett had already done the under 90s weight category and chosen to go into the overalls. And although he didn't really have a war or anything like that in the 90s, it was 6 hours before he'd cooled down and had to warm back up, and then I was still, my arm was fresh from, like, I hadn't pulled yet on right. So I said to him, yeah, no, I counted it as something that, I've achieved a level where I'm at the same level as you, but I don't count it as a win because I haven't, like, if we were in the same tournament draw, so if I was in the under 90s, and we versed each other, yes, I would count that as a win. But he'd already pulled the 90s and then pulled the opens, so I don't really count that. But yeah, him and I might be facing in the next couple of months, hopefully. Details to come soon. When, I'm not promising anything, but it's in the works. So, time to get this thing back on. Right. Whenever that thing goes on and off, I need to add more weight. So, I'm adding more weight. I may be off camera, but I'm still here, guys. So keep commenting. I will be with you shortly. Just gotta add more weight. Otherwise, it's gonna feel like light as a feather. Right. What else have we got here? Chris, I will try. I make no promises about any state titles, but I'd love to come down to the New South Wales state titles. Also, thanks for being a part of the chat tonight, Chris. It was awesome to see you on the weekend, dude. Me and Charles, honestly, props to him. He was a better man on the day. I just didn't feel like I could do what I wanted to do, and he came out the winner. That's as simple as it is. He was everything that I couldn't get to. So, props to him. Yeah. Okay, so in this workout I'm training the double rolling handle cup. I am doing a controlled pronated sideways pin pressure, and then I'm also doing a wrist rise combo with pronation, and also a low supination. 4 sets of each and 20 reps. So feel free to join in and yeah, or do it at home. So I've got a second phone here, so I'm trying to keep up with the chat as much as I can, but I greatly appreciate everyone coming in. Yeah, feel free to join me if you want. This is one of many, hopefully. I'm going to try and be a little bit more present on social media, at least YouTube. That's what I'm going to try and keep to, at least one like this, and then I might try and do one when I'm doing another training session throughout the week, or something like that. But this is the one that I want to be like my staple, for everyone to come in and know that I'm going to do a live on Friday night for us in Australia, and you can all join in and be a part of it. Alright. Right, I am downgrading to this band this time, guys. Yes, I am a sook, but I'm still sore. I've been training all week, and to be honest, last set really hurt. So I'm gonna be a wuss and go here. Cut to 70, where the real competition is. Josh, I've been there. That was my first national. So Over the Top was actually in the same room as my first ever competition. In that room, I was competing in the under 70s national for the national title. Right where like the TVs were for the draws and stuff like that. There was one big stage in 2014. I think we had 2 or 3 tables running that day. It was an awesome event as well. But yeah, no, it brought back a lot of memories for me being there on the day. So, been there, that was, 8 years ago, not going back. Southwest arm wrestler, mate. That is a big question. I'm not focused on perfecting the one move. but I want to make sure that when I do a move, I do it right. I don't want to create bad habits, so hence why I'm not just whacking this down. Yes, I want to train speed, but that's it for another day. Right now, I'm trying to make sure that I'm training as close as to the way that I would. So, as in, I'm not just pronating as I go down. I'm cupping my hand as I pronate down and drag back. So I'm trying to keep that. What I would do, I'm dragging my elbow back. I'm keeping tight. I'm staying within my shoulder. All the fundamentals of what I want to do in an arm wrestling match is what I'm trying to stick to when I'm doing my exercise as close as possible. Foxy, how's it going? Mate, I just before I went live, I saw your comment on the upcoming video tomorrow morning, premiere of myself versus Dallas Langston. Arm Wars is legit, dude. So glad that you're a part of it, and I know that all of your super chats that you've put forward for Supernatural Strengths channel has gone straight to helping Arm Wars to be what it is. So thank you. Hey, what's up? You all good? Okay. What is my overall goal in arm wrestling? So my overall goal in arm wrestling is to be in the conversation. So I like that when I'm respected at a table and things like that. So I want to have the respect of my peers, that if I was to show up to that event and those guys were there, but what if Jordan was there? You know, do you think that he'd have a chance? I'd love to be in that conversation. Like whether it be, Zloty at the 105s and Krazzy's there. I'd love to have that kind of, conversation be had about me. And if I can get to that level where I am challenging those guys, I'm going to be so happy, because I think that at that point I'll feel like a world championship and things like that are just so close. So, yeah. What weights are you doing? Well, at the moment I'm doing a very light band and a light medium band. So,
10 minutes ago, Jordan, shut up.
On the pulley machine, when I'm doing cup, I've got 10, 15, 18 kilos on the thing there, just to get through the reps. I'm not looking at beating myself up or going for my max or anything like that, just something to rep it out with. So, alright, where were we? I never gave a reach around Spider Monkey. Well, reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't. No. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, no, I'd love it if everyone did jump on and like the video. I see that we've got 14 likes at the moment and 10 people. But I know that we've had a couple of guys jump in, jump out. So if you can, it's a huge help for me to get the likes on the video. So I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, so this is workout with the Reacher. So every Friday I'm doing reps with the Reacher. You can jump in, join in, do it with me. I'll have a different program each week. If you haven't got the same gear, equipment, whatever, just do the best that you can to emulate what I'm doing, and come along and chat and we can train together. Yeah. Friday morning here, booked you in, mate. Yeah, absolutely. Don't have to, don't Don't expect you to, but appreciate it if you do hit that like button, and appreciate it even more if you share the video. Which starter Pokemon would you choose? Mushu or Pascal? I'll go Mushu.
Really, he's pathetic. Pascal like.
Oh gosh. Devon v. Levant, general thoughts. Oh, the big questions. It's the same as everyone. I never want to discredit what Devon can do, because the moment you don't believe in him is the moment that he can often shock you. So, hey, he's in great form, and there's every chance that he might surprise everyone. He's coming in bigger, stronger than he's ever been before. So if anyone can do it at the moment, it's probably him, just purely because of his size related to Levant, and his experience. He's getting harder and harder to get off there, guys. Now, because I've taken this off, it is that point where I need to take some weight off, so give me a second. I am still here, I just need a...
This one's really wide.
It is. And then we need to chuck the strap on. That's right, we're chucking the strap on, it's getting serious. So this is only set 2 of 4, guys. So I'm going to try and pump this out a little bit faster, because we've been going for 28 minutes and I think I've done more talking than training. So,
Surprise.
Oh, I did pronation first last time, didn't I? Don't change the workout, guys. Don't change the workout. This is where I can catch up on chats really easy. Head down. I will be the proud owner of the very first green hoodie from the Armors collection. It's in the post. Mate, not if mine gets in first, so... honestly, probably somewhere around there, Fox. I don't know. This one is quite thin, this green band. It's very thin. It's probably half the size of the, it's probably like 10 or something, and that one's 20. So, yeah, not much today. The black one's twice the size of the red one, so it kind of jumps up really fast. And then I've got a really thick dark green one, and then an awesomely thick blue one. But you'll see that next week with Reps with a Reacher, if you're still here. Hey, we got an extra like, so thank you to whoever's hitting that thumbs up button. How a top roller can overcome a presser. Did you not see me versus Stoica? No, so in most circumstances, dude, you just want to take them out of their shoulder line and prevent them from getting comfortable. That's what I wasn't able to do with Stoica. So moving them away from their shoulder and their press connection, whether a flop or whatever. With a flop press, I often come forward over the top once I have hand control. So when they flop under you, I push forward and I cup over their thumb. So I'm really turning their hand backwards, and that's my end goal. When I try and when I'm holding a flopper, I'm really trying to drive forward over the top of them as much as I can. Quick point. Hope that helps. Nice, Fox. Friday wrist day, hey? Yeah, Devon is a Sasquatch, but he, you know, he doesn't have that top end power like Levan. Not that we've seen, but if he comes out 5-10% stronger than the one that faced Michael Todd, I have every belief that he can do something amazing. Because he didn't just beat Michael Todd, he annihilated him. Like, he just devoured him in everything that Michael Todd is, and you don't see that happen very often. Like, Gennady struggled to find, that chink in Michael's game, and finally got through. Devin just stood there and like, easy days. So, yeah. I don't think Levan is the strongest human to ever live. I just think he uses what he's got well. In no time at all, there will be someone else more than willing and ready and capable to be bigger. Like, Levan isn't that big in terms of height. So someone, Kadetcha, Derek, things like that, the same commitment and the same extras could easily be on the same path. So, the chat belongs to you no longer, Fox. I am here too. Favorite pronation exercise, Homeboy 321. Well, Homeboy, my favorite pronation exercise has always been a defensive low pronation. So something coming from basically where you'd get pinned on an arm wrestling table. I'll chuck it around the opposite, that corner leg, as well as one probably around shoulder height, in the same direction, and basically feel like someone's trying to open me out and turn my pronation under. And then I'll go down and I'll bring it back up, control, let it out, be really nice, down, drag, control, up, get, yeah. Basically do that. That's my favorite. Everything I do, I try and emulate as if I would be losing or trying to win in an arm wrestle. Like, even when I'm doing these exercises, so when I'm doing this, I've got it deep on my bone, so all the pressure, even though it's in my palm, the bottom one really cuts in, just the way that I'm holding it in my hand, and that's the way I like it, because it feels like it's right on my wrist bone when I'm driving it down, and that's where I feel someone's forearm. When I dive in and I'm locked in with them, I'll lock it in and then connect. And then that way my hand is free to do rotation, to help me drag back easier, but I try and put all my effort of stopping someone, force on force, right there on that bone connection, and really right there. So when I'm doing supination, I'm trying to drag it in, bring it into my shoulder line, and get there. So that if I'm here, I'm going to set up, and I go, ready, go, straight in. Yeah. Stoica isn't normal. That is correct, Fox. You are 100% correct. I really want to see Stoica unleashed to the world stage. Yes, he's Romanian national champion, 100 kgs, etc. But I want to see him unleashed on the top dogs, not wasting his time with people like me. Got to stay hydrated. the one who pronates, that's a good point about Devon and Michael Todd with the webbing height, but that's on Michael. So if you're unhappy with the way that things are being set up, if you're unhappy with what you've got, and you think it's unfair by the rules, talk to the referee. Have the referee sort it out. That's why they're there. And if Michael isn't doing that, that's on him. So, once again, take nothing away from Michael, but that's what he's got to do to win the match. If he's got to talk to the referee, hey, stop chewing your bone. Noisy dog. If he's got to talk to the referee to try and get it fair, that's what he's got to do. Yeah, Alex Kadetcha looks legit at the moment. There is no denying that at all. Anyone that doesn't think that Alex is on the right path to being huge, then I don't think you're really watching arm wrestling. I had this when I first started. I was like, I've got to, I'm pretty much the same size as Devon, and we've got to, once I fill out my frame, we've got a similar size frame. I could, be at that number one day, and then people like Kadetcha, Latin, and things like that, and you're like, yeesh. All right, how about under hundreds? That's what you got to think about when you do that. You're like, ooh. All right, guys, I'm just chucking some weight on. I'm not disappearing. I'm just disappearing off camera for a couple of seconds to put on some weight again. So, all right. So we got the cupping handle back on. So we gotta work hard. We can't slack off. All right, set 3. Come join me. Set 3 of 4. So rolling handle. I'm doing a pronation. I'm doing wrist rise, and I'm also doing supination. This is what reps with the reacher is. Come and join. There's plenty of chat going on in the chat, so come and join. Who beats Bogdan in Oz? Lachlan. I think that's about it. Thanks, Fox. Yeah, I'd hate to do that against Devon too. He would. No, it's hard because Devon talks so much, but if you don't do it, you're gonna end up losing just like Michael did, and that's why I think Levan needs to make sure that he's ready for what he's gotten himself into. It's just not an arm wrestling match for Devon. It's so much more, and we've already seen that. So, yeah. Lachlan is as dedicated as they come, Fox. If he'd lost over the top, there'd be no doubt in my mind that like the next morning, like less than 12 hours later, he would be in his gym training, and that's how dedicated he is. You know what? I don't like pork either, Summer. Pork isn't my friend. I do like bacon though. That sounds terrible, but it's bacon. Ooh, whoops. nearly had misfire on camera. That's terrible. I should probably just move that. Move that. This will wrap around here a lot easier. So the one who pronates, I've got a question for you, if you don't mind me asking. What's your prediction for the release of Dallas versus the Reacher? You wanted mine, but I can't give it, so what's yours? Well, TV friends. Hey, thanks for joining, mate. I try, mate. If I can't use my hand, I'm usually quite surprised. So, Devon is like the Achilles agility, and Panache Levan is like the gladiator killer. Blows, what a match. Yeah, like Lachlan's work ethic, second to not many. So. Fair enough. The one who pronates. Fair enough, dude. That's what tomorrow morning's going to show. An awesome time that I had overseas. So Southwest Arm Wrestler. I actually have been to WAF. I went there in 2015 as a junior in the under 80s class. At the time there was like, I think 7 to 9 people. I think might have been 9 people. And I came up against Georgi Tortiev and the guy who ended up winning it. They were my 2 losses, and I ended up coming 5th. The guy who won it and 2nd place both tested positive. So by default I came 3rd in the under 21's right arm. That's what the records now show. Tortiev came 1st according to that as well. So yeah, legit. Never got the medal though, so I was quite annoyed at that. Hey Sharpie, can you not eat your bone, please? That's very noisy. Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. No. No, I don't want to shake. He definitely put a max effort in pinning Matt. I know one thing for sure, I could not do a match with my wrist like that. Ooh, that was some pretty committed stuff. Like, it looked like at one point he was like there, like just outside of his shoulder, like pushing down with like tricep, and ooh. It sent like warning bells on my arm whilst I was watching him do it. So nutty, you don't use pre-workout vitamins or proteins, nothing. No, fair enough, dude. Yeah. Everyone has their own way of doing things. I am a fan of BCAAs and stuff like that. I do feel like I recover better and things like that when I am taking them. Although I haven't had them for a very long time. I used to get them from Tesh because he used to own a supplement store. And when he closed down, I don't go to supplement stores really. I just used to go there to train. And it was good to have them whilst I was there because I'd do like a 3-hour session. I was like one of the first people there, one of the last to leave, so my arms were like rooted. um, um, uh, honestly, there's still people that I need to beat. Like there are people that I am ranked above that I haven't technically had a win against. Um, do I believe I can beat them? Yes. Are they natural? Yeah, I know they are. But I actually haven't versed them or beaten them yet. So I'd love to, but whether I am or not, that's to be decided in the future. So. How much travel time do I get? I usually do a minimum of 2 each week. That's kind of what I can do at the moment. That is not what got me to this stage. I used to do a lot more. Ryan and I used to do pretty much every day table training, and that was, at different levels and stuff like that. So, yeah. Oh, this clip. It's killing me, guys. It's killing me. I know I've got a bigger one somewhere. 3 minutes, struggling just with the clip. This is hilarious. Alright, give me 2 seconds, I'm going to take the light off, take that bloody thing off. It's annoying, guys. What I usually do is I lift it up. I just don't like going out of camera for so long because I don't want you guys to think I'm not here. So I'll just keep talking, and you can hear the lovely nasally tone of my voice. A little bit bigger, might help. Try putting that one on. There we go. Just try that one. Need the strap. Get the strap on. Get your strap on. Alright. Here we go. Speed, see that? Faster than light itself. Well, Fox, if you come to Australia and you compete in a tournament and you place anywhere from 1st to 3rd, you get free protein for life. I've had that much protein powder and creatine and BCAAs and pre-workouts given to me for free, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars in prize packs over the years. And like it got to the point where I had like 6 kilos worth of protein in my cupboard. I was like, I need to give this away. Like, I ended up giving it to people that I knew that wanted to try different protein powders. I'm like, here, try this one. And like gave them like a 500 gram bag. At one point they were like giving me like 2 kilo tubs, and like it'd take me like 2 months to get through the tub. I just couldn't get rid of it. Where is Danny Tesh? No one knows. People wanted him to come on the weekend, but no. Ask the president, Phil Rasmussen. No, he knows. No, Danny's gone on in life. He's doing his own thing, and we've just got to kind of let him be. And I think once we stop talking about him and stop, saying that he's a godly man that, would have destroyed Levan, then, who knows what might happen. Yeah, people like the Milkman. Definitely want to put a pin in that and say, hey, I actually got that pin. Another one is Andy Bosco from Melbourne. I versed him back when I was like 2 years in. He absolutely annihilated me, like 5-0, 6-0, something like that. And honestly, every time I train with him, if he gets what he wants, I have no option. And if I try and go for what I want, when he doesn't quite get enough, I have like this much options. And it feels terrible every single time. He is just... I honestly believe he is like my kryptonite. And that's what, like my boogeyman, like you call it, he is it. Like, it just doesn't feel right to me, and I don't like it a lot of the time. There's like 1 or 2 lanes where I go, I've got a chance, I've got a chance. Other than that, I don't. Oh, guys, we've got to take off the weight. I focus so much on the handle. That hurt. Oh, 19 kilos. It's not fun. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Just when I'm not sore from over the top. Oh. Arms are a bit tender still. No? Fair enough. Danny Tesh is walking on the clouds. Out by Tanzania. Hey, it's possible. I believe it, Fox. You say his name 3 times. If you noticed, I only said it once. Just once. I ain't looking in a mirror either. I've seen this. I look at it in the camera still and it's like, huge. And that death hook is bad. Don't go there. Don't let him flop you. Don't let him hook you. Don't let him top roll you, because that's just sad. If Danny top rolls you, you know that it's sad. Sad, sad day. You get to pull Uncle John in September. Ooh. Is that at Arm Wars, Fox? Is that where that would be? Hey, most people are too scared. Last one to do it. Yeesh. Quinlan Mendez. Look what happened to him. Where is he now? No one knows. Ended up in a death hook. Went off the face of arm wrestling. Oh, afterwards, awesome. Awesome, Fox. Should be awesome for you, dude. John's a awesome bloke. Was grateful enough to meet him. Oh, why am I taking that off? Still need to do supination. Stop distracting me. Ooh. Here. Right. Ooh. There's money in the game, hey? Oh, thanks for the likes too, guys. I see we've got 8 people in the chat and 16 likes. Keep going if you haven't. Really appreciate it. If you haven't shared or anything like that, don't expect you to. If you want to, go for it. I'm going to be here for another probably 15 minutes when I do the last set. I kind of need to get this streamlined. I kind of want to do it for just an hour, but yeah, we'll get there. First one, ain't bad. I'm not upset, that's for sure. But also, if you are not subscribed to Arm Wars, leave the chat now. It is a disgrace to not be subscribed to Arm Wars. You cannot be subscribed to me. But if you're not subscribed to Arm Wars, you don't deserve to be part of Reps with the Reacher on Fridays. It's heavy. Oh. Strongest hand I felt at OTT and the strongest hand you felt ever. Strongest hand I felt at OTT was Matawarangi Hedamaris. Matawarangi Hedamaris. From New Zealand. He is the 10-year running New Zealand champion that came second to Lachlan in that never-ending death war. I faced him. He was my first loss, and he was easily the strongest wrist rise that I've gripped probably for quite a long time. Just really solid there, and his thumb was so thick I forgot how to grip that when someone's loading with post, because a lot of the time guys are trying to hook in and they've got that big meaty hand, they're usually hooking, but he's out there and he's like, you know, massive chop roll, and when I closed I felt like I got there. Usually I like wrap around someone's hand, but I just didn't close my hand the right way. I like, you know, at the time I was like, why is my hand not closing? I didn't think to go, hang on, I don't want this, I need to change. I was just trying to be focused in the moment and wrestle. But I hit him up and I want to verse him at some point, so I want to, you know, see if I can do something better over 5 rounds or 6 rounds, and change it up and have more opportunities. Because I haven't grouped him up before, so that was my first group up with him, like actually ever. Never grouped him on the side table, nothing like that. Actually, I did group him on the side table once. That was after he had his match with Ryan, but I didn't. He was gassed at that point, and like I didn't really get to feel where he wanted to go. He was kind of just using what he had left, so it definitely wasn't what I felt on the weekend. So. And the strongest hand I've ever felt, it'd have to be the time that I went to John's house and grouped him over his kitchen bench. It just felt like he had coverage everywhere. It wasn't, you know, iron strong or anything like that. It just felt like wherever I would want to go, he had more than enough to stop me from wanting to go there. Strongest grip strength, Ben Carroll from WA. Just like sometimes you go in for a handshake with the guy, and like he'll catch you early, and he'll like get your knuckles or something like that, and it hurts so much because he like grips down on you. So like it was like the 3rd or 4th time I'd gripped his hand, and I'm like, no, I'm not having this happen again. I'm like straight, okay, sweet, good handshake, great. Yeah, don't go in for a slow handshake with Ben Carroll. You just like thumb to thumb straight away. Like you see him put out his hand, straight. If I had this speed against Stoica, I would have had a chance. See, done. I was back before you knew it. just work it. Just keep working. That's what Big Matt's done. He just kept working and working away, and getting stronger and stronger until his thumb is now literally like the size of both of mine. that's the way it felt. No one that I've gripped lately has had a thumb that thick. And I'm used to thick thumbs like Vitali Matteo and Big Marcus Satira and stuff like that. Like I grip them, but nah, Big Matt's. Big Matt had a massive thumb. I can't wait to grip it up again and find out what I should have done. Because I like solving puzzles. Just like Stoica. Come for you, Stoica. Alright, what else have we got? I don't do grippers. Ever. I can't close a 2. I have no plans to close the 2. Every time I go over to Ryan's, he's still in disbelief that I can't close the number 2 gripper. I can't. I just can't. Number 1, easy. 1.5, yeah, that's hard. 2, no. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Armwild TV, friends. I'll try and take care, mate, and you do the same, right? Reps with the Grin Reacher. Nice. Not so grim, mate. I'm not so grim. I mean, this lighting on my eyes making me look so serious. I'm not really that bad. Oh, Pegged Pad, thanks so much, mate. Appreciate it. Stoica is a bad, bad man. Yeah, but I'm not throwing 25 kilo plates anytime soon. Struggle to lift it up the 10 half the time, so. Couldn't bend a nail if I wanted to. I bend them a lot when I'm using a hammer. No, mate. Married, got my wife and kid. Yeah. Thanks for asking. How did I slam Stoica in round 4? By doing this exercise. No, so over the years I've developed a way of knowing when I feel like I have the ability to go. I feel like a lot of the time I know if I have that opportunity to like absolutely just go all out, and Stoica hit one of those positions when he pivoted back, tucked in, and he just went into that zone where I don't feel threatened, like I don't feel like my hand's going to go. I know that Stoica has more than enough in every facet, but he just hit that lane where I'm like, no, that's mine. That's all I need right now. Like, you give me that, I'll do that all day, no worries. And basically I just dragged straight down, rolled out at the same time. Boom, done. Yeah. That's right, Pegged Pad. Millimeters can make magic happen. And I couldn't find any millimeter when he was going. He was moving too many millimeters faster than I can move one. So, yeah, he's a bad, bad man. No, it's not that I feel like I've disengaged them. So when Stoica went back, I hadn't disengaged him at all. I hadn't stopped him from being able to do anything. It just hit a comfortable zone where I didn't feel threatened in what I wanted to do. So when he's gone back and just tucked, it's given me the opportunity to act the way that I normally do. He's given me that, I felt like the tortoise and he was the hare, and it felt like he'd had a nap at the back of the pad, when he's just done that little tuck back, and in that, split millisecond, I was just like, yep, see you later. Yeah. Oh, speaking of the man, he's in the chat. Oh, legend. Stoica, you better have your lovely, lovely alarm clock set for the release of the next episode. Because I'm sure you're going to feature in it. I'm sure of it. Everyone that is in the chat that has not already, make sure that you subscribe to Bogdan Stoica. He is putting out way more content than me. So, he's doing much more, and make sure that you're following him, because he's doing awesome stuff. And he's across every channel, I swear. Every time that I jump on the internet, he's in someone's live chat. He's doing something. So, get on it. He's a bad man, and he's going places. Hopefully further than where he's planning at the moment. But that's for me and him to discuss later. I'm not reading that comment, Stoica. Oh gosh. Stoica, you better be training. Look, I am. It's actually, you can actually see it now, Stoica, if you've got time and you're in the chat, there was a comment earlier about how round 4 felt when we were going at it. You want to just give them your side of the of what actually happened and how you felt, like what you feel you did wrong? I'm sure people in the chat would enjoy knowing that in a comment. Just briefly, no need for a essay, but yeah. I know you've said it in a couple of lives, but yeah. Bogdan's walk around weight is too much. It's like 115 kilos, I heard. He's just got shoulders on shoulders and like massive biceps. And he's just too big. There you go, guys. That's Stoica's view on it. Thanks for chucking that in a couple words, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, my arm. But Stoica, if you're free at this time, mate, every Friday, I'm going to try and be here. That's my promise. I'm going to try. My partner's saying I will. It may not be at this time, but I will try every week to be here. Whew. 95. More like 105. When you see Stoica walk in a room, you're like, he's definitely 100 kilos. Definitely 100 kilos. And I swear, every time he steps on the scales, he's got like this little chock of wood underneath that, you know, he just like brings with him, drops, and like kicks under there. That way when he steps on there, he's like, yeah, 93. Yeah. So tonight, mate, I've done 4 sets of 4 exercises of 20 reps, roughly. I've lost count a lot of times and probably done like 30 on some. I've done at least 20 every time, but I think I've done like 30 in some sets. And that's just for rehab this week. Just trying to get some nice blood flow going through the arm because it is aching from over the top last week. I want to get it nice and good and healthy for whatever comes next. So, gotta get on it. Light bones, bugger off. Bugger off. Bloody Mr. Bone Mass. Jeez. Talk about a man that puts his bones on the line. You don't have light bones. Unless they're made of like, I don't know, carbon fibre. There you go. Got carbon fibre bones. Strong, but light. I like it. Long dense biceps are about 22 inches. He had to get a new tape measure after he realised that he was measuring his wrist and telling everyone they were 16. True story. Well, that's my arms absolutely fried. Well, mainly my right arm, guys. If I streamline this efficiently, I should be able to do left next time as well, but I doubt it. I am very right arm focused, so I'm going to keep it that way, and my left will tag along. It's getting better bit by bit. Where are we at? Just getting the last couple of comments, guys, and then I'm going to shoot off. I really appreciate all the support tonight. And the chat has gone off. I really appreciate it. It's awesome to see so many people wanting to come in and chat and talk about everything. So I'll get through these last couple of comments and then we'll head out. All right. What do we got? Philanto. Yep. Stickman bones. Stickman arms. Stickman torso. It's a curse. But I believe Devon can go from stickman to what he is now. Hopefully I can do it naturally. Yeah, I do that to Ryan all the time. Southwest Arm Wrestling. I kick back my wrist to Bogdan, actually. That's a really good point. When Ryan goes into his hook, he often forces you to try and push. He pushes in to try and pushes his wrist down to make you sink in with him. And at that point, you just push against him and keep top rolling. Makes everything so much easier. No one does it though. Thanks, Spectrbad. Hope you join us again next week. Good night, Jet Bruin. Good night, Jordan. Please upload more. We'll support you. Appreciate it, dude. I'll do the best that I can, and I'll be trying to do this every week. All right. Do you catch yourself? All the time, Shogun. All the time. I will be doing it when I'm driving. I arm wrestle in my sleep. I choked my partner one time while she was sleeping on my arm. Yeah. I was full in a dream. I was arm wrestling someone in my dream, and woke up and my left arm was literally like in a hook wall, but it was around her neck. So bad time. Um, no, I'm staying in the light, mate. I'm staying in the light. Bogdan, good night, Jordan. See you in a bit, mate. Going to the gym, and in 4 hours we'll have table training. Oh, nice, awesome, dude. Table training and gym. Yep, I used to do that all the time. I loved going to the gym after long table practice and just getting blood flow. Felt like my recovery for the next day was absolutely amazing. I really appreciate it, Picture Party. If you can get people here and get people watching, I'd greatly appreciate it. But I owe no one anything on this channel, so you don't have to do that for me if you don't want to. I'm just here trying to do my thing, and if you want to come and join me, everyone is welcome. All right, so. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it, and I hope you all have a lovely weekend. And make sure that you tune in to the Arm Wars release of myself and Dallas Langston going at it in the Iron House. This is the final video of the three video run that we've had series. And then it will move on to someone else's matches. So make sure you tune in. We'll talk to you all soon. All right. See you guys.